What is going on, guys? Caveman here, and welcome back to some more Jurassic Park. Last time we left off, we worked on this here herbivore expansion, and it's definitely pretty full, but the herbivores here, they're eating all, the bushes, as you can see down there, so there's just a bunch of stumps everywhere. So I want to fix that here later this episode. I have plans to do that. But what I've been really working on here off camera the past few days is this here Raptor paddock. As you can see, it is pretty near completion. It's got, these little support beams here out front, this extra little kind of gate that they had. Now, this doesn't really open because it just forged micro blocks. I kind of built this like block by block, like out of small blocks, you know what I mean? So it doesn't really open or anything, but it looks great. And then over here, there's this other cage where they kind of had, I think this is where Owen, entered the Raptor paddock or whatever to save that guy in the movie from when he fell in trying to stop the pig from getting eaten or something like that. I don't know exactly what it was. And then over here is like the part where they let him out, to go chase the Indominus. I have to do a lot more work here. As you can see, it just kind of has the holes in the wall here. And it's blocked off right now from the rest of the paddock, as you can see. There's a little bit extra dirt here from when I was working on it. But yeah, we got to work on that, put a gate there so they can actually, leave if we ever need to. We can train them and whatnot. We have them leave through there. And then, just kind of the pin there to feed them, I guess, as well as, we extended these because I think if you guys remember, they were really thin. The fence was like right here, you know what I'm saying, on that block, but now we extended it out an extra block, so it looks a lot better. It actually kind of looks even now, as well as added this little back area because they had a back area they could run to in the movie. So yeah, this is looking great now, you guys. The Raptor paddock is pretty much complete. It just needs a few more finishing touches, such as kind of stairs and a little bit of crates that they had, whatnot. We want to make it look as close to the movie as possible. But anyways, guys, let's just place down these raptors finally, because they have been picked up in these last lists for a while. And what happened there? Wow, Randy was the one I told you guys that I went and found, and he just disappeared right away when I placed him. Now, I don't know, maybe he'll come back, because he was invisible at one point too, and I relogged, and then he was there randomly. So that could be part of it too. I might have to just exit and reload, but I don't want to do that quite yet. But there you go, you guys. We have the big one and Kim over here, the other two raptors at least. And let's just go ahead and put some of this foliage in here that I had planned. And you also, actually, let's show you guys this real quick, because you probably already saw it. Look at these skeletons. I went ahead and acquired these off camera. Yeah, that's right. I went ahead and did a whole bunch of fossil mining off camera and got ourselves an Apatosaurus skeleton. That's right. A Cryolophosaurus, which is kind of a medium-sized carnivore, so that one's really cool. A Macaronisaurus, you guys know what that is. And then a Musasaurus. It's kind of like a small, what do you call it? A long neck, like a small Apatosaurus. So let's just fly over to an open area real quick. Yeah, over here. And I can just go ahead and show you what this looked like real quick. We'll start over here with the Musasaurus, the little guy. It kind of just looks like a dog with a big tail, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too special there. But then here's the Macaronisaurus. It's maybe a big turkey, I guess. The skeletons aren't quite as cool, right? Seeing them in person. But it shows you kind of, a little bit more about, the history side of things and whatnot. So then we have this Cryolophosaurus, and there you go. Look at that one. That's pretty cool, and it has a little kind of head crest on its head as well. You can see right there. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little carnivore. Maybe we'll get this one in the park someday. We don't have it right now, but it would be a nice one to add. And then that's probably what you guys have been waiting for, the Apatosaurus. Yep, that is pretty big, and you can place them down, and they have kind of a random size, so it might be bigger like the second time. I don't know. I think that one's a little bit smaller, honestly. But yeah, you just kind of have to place them down and get what size that you want or whatever. I think this one might be pretty big. Yeah, they're sizable, right? So yeah, we can definitely get started on this museum here soon. I'll probably want to get a T-Rex, or a Giganotosaurus, Spinosaurus, one of those really big carnivores, just so I can get a nice measure of what their rooms will be. Because we have a good, herbivore size now, but we'll need a good carnivore size. Because yeah, this isn't going to be the biggest carnivore. You guys should know, right? You've seen our Spinosaurus, so yeah. Let's just go ahead and go put some of that foliage though now in the Raptor paddock, like I was talking about. So I'll fly over there real quick, and I'll see you guys here in a second. And here we are back at the new little Raptor paddock, and yeah, we just got the two Raptors right now, it appears, but let's just put up those skeletons for now. I could probably throw them up in our backpack. We don't need them down in the inventory right now. But let's just grab some of these kind of ancient plants we have going on right here, and hopefully we can plant a few of these down and they'll just spread. That's my goal here, because obviously this isn't too many of them. I'm just going to place a few kind of around the water here in a circle, place a couple more of these ones, because I have quite a few of these. And spread these ones around nicely, I think. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and put a few more down by this lake, because this is kind of like the second lake down here or whatever, I guess. So hopefully some of them will spread down here as well. And then we can place a few more just kind of in the enclosure. Now, these only spread by water, if you guys are wondering. So the ones out here will not spread naturally. I have to place them out here, like, as much as I want them. So I think I'll place another one up in that corner, and then I'll probably need to, fill all this in eventually. But we do have these ginkgo saplings, which are an extinct ancient tree we have, as well as these jungle saplings. I'm probably going to grow a couple jungle trees out here. Maybe, just one of those. I might grow a couple big trees, too. I think that would look good, actually. Let's grow a couple big trees. Yeah, it'll really definitely add to the... Ooh, but it has vines on them. I have to watch for that. I'm going to have to cut all these vines off real quick, so I probably won't grow all these right now. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut these vines, because if not, the raptors will be able to climb up there, and that's not safe at all. They could, fall off of there, take fall damage, and we don't want none of that, right? Dying raptors, yeah. So let's just get rid of a few of these vines, hopefully, and I'll take care of the rest off camera later. I think that should do for now. Hopefully they don't grow any farther. But yeah, let's just place a couple of these ginkgo saplings. Now, these ones are pretty cool. We use these in the macaroni exhibit. I'm just going to break these couple blocks, just because I think they might be able to suffocate, like I was telling you guys earlier on that other exhibit. But yeah, look at those trees. Those definitely look a little different, right? They add a little bit more kind of just growth to the exhibit. It looks very plain right now, It should be more jungly for a raptor exhibit, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to grow a couple of these trees around here real quick, and I'll see how it looks. I don't know how if they'll fit up here. Let's try to grow let's try to grow a tree up here. Let's see. Ooh, that's nice, and it grew a little small like that. Okay, I like that. A nice, just little small ginkgo tree up here. That fits in pretty nicely. Should we add jungles over here? Add a nice jungle? That's a little too tall, though. I don't want it to sit up that tall. Yeah, let's break this one down. I don't like when they're that tall, So I don't think any of them in the movie they were that tall. They just kind of went up to the height of the paddock like that. So if we can get a smaller jungle tree, that would be nice. No, come on, you want to give me a smaller tree. Wow, it just doesn't want to give me a smaller tree right now, so I don't know, maybe we won't be able to get any smaller trees for that. But I think we should go add some of these other trees out here to the herbivore enclosure, as well as probably bone meal some of the ground, because there's these areas, where I had to cut back the dirt, and they're kind of all barren now, all the grass is cut off of it. So let's just grow some grass up here. It'll look a lot better, as well as down here. I think these guys eat Pad. Look at that. You saw it right there. From his feet, apparently, he eats it. I had the Pad out, too, because I wanted to check what age these guys are. Let's see, 21 days already. Wow, and they're this... Look, I mean, that's good size for 21 days. So there you go. What about the Brachiosauruses? We'll have to check on those here in just a sec. Let me fly over there. There's green chili and jalapeno just hanging out. Yeah, look at all the stumps over here, you guys. I mean, it is just insane. These guys are really just eating away at the foliage, and they get a good amount of waste from the water, which I like to see. Because on those small paddocks, it seemed like they didn't really go away from the water. Maybe it was just because they didn't have enough room to roam, though, that would make sense. But I don't think these Brachiosauruses are really growing over here. Yeah, look at that. 0 days old. They're not growing. They're just too far away. So let's pick them up in these golden lassos, actually, real quick. And let's move them a little bit closer to, the main paddock area, just so they'll grow. Because they're not even growing over here. We don't want them to be babies for forever. We want them to grow up, The Brachiosauruses were huge. We want them to be huge. So let's go ahead and put them over here. Maybe not with the other sauropods. Let's just put them over in their own little area, right? They can hide over here kind of behind the Edmontosauruses, and then if they need a drink, they'll just wander over there, So there we go. That's nice. Hopefully they'll grow from here, because I'll be a lot closer. I was working at the Raptor paddock all that time, so that's probably why these guys have grown so much. Hopefully they continue to grow while I'm away. I don't know. I think Jurassic Craft has something called a growth serum here. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, there we go. Look, growth serum. Yeah, and see, we can just make it out of, I think it's just normal meat. Yeah, I can take just, normal cooked meat, see? And then we can make it with a syringe, golden carrot, and water bucket, which is all really cheap. So we can just go ahead and make that, and then it'll grow them up instantly. It isn't even, just, a little chance or, a little partial point. It grows them up instantly, so it's actually kind of crazy. Well, there was a project down here in the lab kind of area I was thinking I wanted to do, and maybe doing a little bit of on camera farmer would be pretty cool, I thought. We kind of wanted to make a little bit of a farm, you know, an automatic farm, because we only have this little bit growing out here, and we also can farm trees with the automatic farm too, so it's got a lot of uses. So I think I want to set some of that up real quick here, so let me go ahead and get some of the parts to do that, and I'll see you guys here in a bit down in the room that I have dug out. Well, guys, I got some of the parts to craft the farming station here, and it looks like we have these few things here in the corners. These are just pretty cheap. I went ahead and knocked them out real quick. But a couple of these other things look pretty interesting, so let's go ahead and make them up real quick. Looks like we're going to need one of these machine chassis things. What do we need? What are we missing? Just iron bars? That's nothing. Make some of that up. Do a little bit of that. There we go. And then what do we need to do this machine? It says we need to put an alloy smelter with soul-attuned dye blend. I mean, I've never heard of these things, but let's just make some of it, I guess. We're going to need organic black dye and soul powder. How do we get soul powder? Pulverized solarium ingots. Okay, that's not hard. What about the stuff in the middle, the organic black dye? Looks like we're going to need pulverized charcoal and slime balls. Do we not have any of that? Doesn't look like it. So let's grab a little bit of coal, grab a little bit of slime balls, and let's make up some of this organic black dye, apparently. So we'll head down into our lab area we have going on down here. This crazy place, all kinds of machinery going on in here. Grab a little bit of this pulverized coal, head over to our alloy smelter, and we can just make up one craft of that stuff. It makes up pretty instantly. And then go ahead and, where was our soul? Oh, we didn't put we gotta make some solarium ingots, I think. Yeah, we gotta make solarium ingots. I don't know if we have any. Do we have any solarium? It does not look like we have solarium ingots, so let's make some of those up real quick. Just a bit of gold and soul sand up in there. And then we can pulverize this over here, because I think we need a bit of that for the other things. So grab a few more ingots so we can pulverize it up. We can make up that one blend we need to make this chassis like advanced. So just make up this dye. Oh, what are we missing? We need more soap, but why didn't it put it up there? Why isn't it making? What's going on here? Soap powder, quartz dust, organic brown. Oh, organic brown dye. It's something different. Okay, we need twigs and prunings. Okay, it's just shrubs. I thought it was going to be something crazy. Uh-oh, though. Do we have a single shrub? Or am I on a mission to the desert to get a single shrub? I swear, if we don't have a single shrub, it's weird. Please, do we have a shrub over here? We don't have a shrub. Well, you guys, I'll be right back here, and I'm going to go get a shrub from the desert. I'll see you guys here in just a second. Well, I went to the desert and got some of these dead bushes here, so let's just go ahead and process them up real quick. Let's see, what do we need to do with them here real quick? Put them in the sag mill, looks like. Alright, put a few of them up in here. I think we needed to put 12 up in there, right? I think so. Make this brown dye stuff, yeah, with a slime ball again. So there we go. I'm gonna let that process up, and then we can start working on something else here. What do we need? We need the Z Logic controller. Well, let's go ahead. Do we have one of slice and splice? Do you have a slice and splice, or do we not have one of those? It does not look like we have a slice and splice, so we're gonna have to make one of those up. Let's see, what is that gonna take to craft? Probably a little bit more stuff too. Let's see, a slice and splice. We're gonna have to look that one up. Here we are. What does it need? What does it need? Okay, that doesn't look horrible. Let's try to make it up real quick. What are we missing? We need another ingot. We need one of these. It's blend stuff. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, we need more of this blend stuff. Really, I have to go back to the desert. Well, I'll see you guys here in a second, back when I get some more of this stuff. Well, I collected some more dead bushes up real quick, so let's just go ahead and process all of these up, because I don't even think they have any other usage. I mean, what else do you even use them for? Nothing, exactly. So let's just go ahead and grind all of these bushes up, because I couldn't find any other uses for them. So just throw them up in this machine, and hopefully we can make ourselves some of the stuff that we need. And there we go. And let's head over to, where do we need to do this in? We need to put this in the or the enrichment, the alloy smelter. Gosh, this thing with some slime ball. There we go. That's a little bit of the stuff that we need. We can go ahead and head up here and go to this little machine, and I think we can craft up some of the stuff that we're gonna need here. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Can we make another one of these up? These Yeah, I want another one of those. There we go. Sweet. And we can go ahead and put these into the alloy smelter, and we'll get ourselves some of the Soul Machine chassis, apparently. So let's go ahead and put those up in there real quick. Where there's that. Or no, that's the wrong machine. Here, this machine with a little bit of that, and it'll make up pretty much instantly, because I went ahead and upgraded that to an enhanced alloy smelter. We used to have the simple one, and that was just way too slow. So yeah, I think we need a solarium. Yeah, we have a bunch of those things. So we should be good to craft our slice and splice up, it looks like. I think so anyway. Am I good on this? Yeah, there we go. Slice and splice. So now we need to go back to the farming station. Yeah, that's what it's called. And then we need a zombie head, silicon, and redstone. Alright. Well, let's get ourselves some silicon. Get ourselves, it looks like there's a zombie head right there waiting for me. And we'll need a axe as well, but I can just grab one out of here. Do I have an axe even? I don't have a normal axe. I don't think it'll work with a modded one. So let's just make it up a diamond axe real quick. There we go. Get some diamonds, no problem. And make ourselves a diamond axe. We can go ahead and put that in that machine. I think it needs like shears too or something. I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. Let's just put it down here in the lab somewhere. Right on top of there, I guess works. And let's see. Oh, it's going to need one of those capacitor banks. So let's just look it up. We only have basics. So we have octadic capacitors. So let's just go ahead and give it an octadic capacitor real quick. Now it's powering up. Sweet. And we can just give it our diamond shears. Actually, yeah, look at that. Diamond shears and diamond axe. So it's set real good. And then we can go ahead and put all of this stuff up in here, and it'll just make us up a, what is this called? A Z logic controller, apparently. So yeah, put all of that stuff up, and it's processing. Look at that, animations and stuff it's doing. Nice, so now we have a Z logic controller. And I think that's pretty much the most that we need. Let me check. We'll go ahead and head over to here. Click crafty craft, and what are we missing? Oh, we're missing those gears because I used them. We're going to need a few more of these ingots, or nuggets, not ingots. There we go. And then make a couple more orange gears up. And then we'll need a pulsating crystal. Looks like we can just make up one of those as well. And now we have ourselves the farming station. Ladies and gentlemen, we have acquired the farming station. So we can go ahead and hook this up with some power now. And it'll just automatically farm things for us. So I think what I want to try it with first is like trees, wood. That's going to be its greatest ability. So let's see, what kind of wood, should we get? What should we farm? I'm thinking that I don't know exactly. Oak trees might just be the best to start with. Let's just start with simple oak to make sure, it's going to work and whatnot. And I think this will need an axe as well, but we can just find out when we get downstairs. Let me show you this room actually I dug out. I mentioned it earlier, but I never showed you guys. Let me show you real quick. It's down here. Yeah, here it is. It's in this area. I think I have to move it over, actually. So, I will do that, I think, actually, down here. I'll dig it out one more block over when we build it. But yeah, we're going to build kind of like a little farm down here. At least that's the plan. So yeah, let me just dig all this out here real quick. I'll see you guys here in 1 second. Well, I went ahead and extended the room one more block that direction. And let's just go ahead and put some dirt over here just to signify, we're not going to build on that level. But I can't, get rid of this whole level yet, because that's kind of where the pathway up is. So I have to move everything over by one block. And that's because over here we have an automatic sugarcane farm. Let me show you that real quick. That's something else I went ahead and did off camera. And if you look right here, it just kind of makes, wow, that's actually crazy production. Look at that, 32? Is that how much is in each? Wow, look at that, about 32 sugarcane in each already. So yeah, this is extremely effective. And when it grows to 3 blocks tall, the sensor just, senses it, and then it breaks it. And yeah, it collects it right here in this water path. So this is great. And I made the sugarcane farm because I have to make the plaster and bandages for those fossils, which you guys saw. I went ahead and got those fossils, or those skeletons off camera, which, it took a lot of plaster and bandage. I went probably like 400, 500 plaster and bandage, which takes a good amount of paper to craft. Here, let me show you the recipe real quick. Yeah, paper, gypsum powder, and wool. And we have the sheep farm up there, just sheep kind of hanging out in the backyard, and gypsum powder is just just like a block you can get out of the ground, or like a resource. So it's pretty easy to acquire. But anyways, yeah, let's just keep working on this farming room down here. So if we go ahead and place the farming station, we'll have to hook it up to some power. And to quickly just kind of demonstrate what it does, why don't we take this ultimate energy cube here from like mechanism or whatever it's called, and just head down here real quick, and we can hook it up to this cube instead of using like wires or whatever, because I don't want to hook all the wires up right now. That'll probably take a little too long. So let's just go ahead and hook up this battery real quick. Is that the center of the room? It appears it needs to be one more block that way, and that's the center. Yeah, that's the center. So go ahead and place this right here, and then place the farming station on top. And oh, it's going to need a capacitor bank as well. So let's get it a capacitor. There we go, octatic capacitor. No power. Okay, let's go ahead and program this thing to output on the top. Which one would that be? Maybe that one? Yeah, there we go. Sweet. It's output to the top now. Okay, so the farming station's filling up. If we put saplings in here, look, it should place saplings kind of in like a radius around here. At least it should. Maybe if I spread them out, it'll do it. I don't know. Maybe I have to give it an axe as well. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we don't have an axe. Let's make another diamond axe like we did earlier. Grab some casual diamonds and make ourselves an axe up real quick, and hopefully this will work. It says no hoe. Well, when you have no hoe, I mean, I can only do so much. So there's your axe. Are you gonna work, or do you need? Do you really need a hoe as well? Let's just make one of those real quick, I guess too. Is that gonna fix you? Oh yeah, that is gonna fix it. It just needs a hoe to farm trees too, apparently. So look, there you go, guys. It's just planting trees. So yeah, it's gonna make like a farm basically. It's just an automatic farm, and it'll grow these trees and then cut them down and then collect the resources right here in these little slots. So I mean, this is going to be great, and we'll do this with all these little levels. As you can see, I have a level dug out for all the farms in Minecraft, so I'm going to do all of those off camera because I wouldn't want to do all these on camera. It'd get pretty tedious, but making one of them there on camera I think was a pretty cool little thing to add. Oh, there you guys, you saw that tree grow right in front of you, and let's see, let's check it in there. It's in its inventory. It's got 11 oak wood and 3 apples, and I think, yeah, place those saplings down right there. I went ahead and placed more. Oh, another tree. Look, let's watch it break that one, and then it should, in theory, place more saplings down somewhere. Maybe? Is it not placing saplings? Where's it putting the saplings? Oh, they're just right there. It's putting them in one spot. Probably a spot that's already full. Look, if I spread them out, it'll place them somewhere, right? It should, in theory, at least, when it does its rounds. No? I don't know why it's messing up. It says it has no seeds. Oh, it just broke them right there. I don't know. It's a weird little machine. Hopefully we can get it to work effectively, though. I'm trying to spread these out. I don't know if there's a way to, like, round robin it so it'll just evenly do it naturally. But either way, this is growing at a great rate. I mean, look how much wood is already in there. 31 wood. So yeah, this is going to fill up, like, crazy fast. So since it's going to fill up so fast, I'm going to want to hook these here item conduits up to it. And now, if you guys don't know what item conduits do, they teleport items, basically, you know, from, like, a block to another block. So if I hooked it up right here to this here farming station, I could hook it all the way up to our... Oh, look at that giant tree right there. Does it grow into the other room? Uh-oh, it does, actually. Oh, we're going to have to figure that out. Anyway, yeah, that's going to grow into other rooms. But besides that, yeah, we have the here item conduits, right? And yeah, you can just, they teleport items like from this farming station. I could hook it all the way up to the terminal, so when it harvests wood, it just sends it right into my terminal directly instead of me having to collect it from down here. So that'll be really effective if we can get that set up here in the future. But yeah, for right now, this is going to be farming seeds for us, and that's really great. I don't know if I want to hook it up, maybe with something else. Maybe we could do roots instead. I don't know. I think I'll just wait until I get all the rest of the levels to hook it up. But yeah, that's definitely a good little project made up. Let's check out our here machine. How's it doing? Ooh, it's definitely getting low. Something I actually wanted to do was put the Yellorium ingots over here inside of their own little chest. Let's get an obsidian chest. Yeah, there we go. And we could just place it here below the wire. And let's see, I think the ingots are up here in the, what do you call it, the redstone furnace output chest? Yeah, there we go. And we can just grab them out of there And hopefully we can put up these all into this chest. So even if our Gemi terminal runs out and we run out of power, we can just run down here to the chest, and it'll hopefully have some ingots in it. We can just throw that right into our little reactor, and it should get power boosted right away. And since this is so low, let's just throw some power in. Yeah, look at that, back to business, baby. It's producing about 5,000 RF again. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, it's going to stall out around 4,700. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. It's definitely a nice little reactor. Keeps us powered good. Anyways, guys, let's see. I don't know what other projects I want to hit up here. Let me clean out my inventory, and I'll see you guys here in just a second. Well, I'm back, you guys, and I cleaned out my inventory. And you know what? Let's go ahead and just incubate a new dinosaur here before we go ahead and leave off for the episode. And let's see. Let's go down into our lab. Let's see. What kind of dinosaurs do we have? Let's just kind of head through the A's. I don't know. I'm thinking an herbivore, you guys, because, we just built the herbivore expansion. There's so much room over there right now. So let's see. What's a new herbivore species we could add here? I'm going to look through all these, and hopefully I can find something. I don't know. It's quite a few things here to look through, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it all on camera. So I'll look through them and find what I want, and I'll see you guys here in just a second. Ooh, you guys, what about a Stegosaurus? That would be really cool, wouldn't it? A Stegosaurus? Ooh, let's add some Stegosauruses to our enclosure. So let's see, put them into this here DNA synthesizer, yeah, and it's going to start working with that disc. And maybe we can, make some more trees and plants, since, we don't have too many right now. I don't know which ones I need to make more of exactly. I have these new ones, too, I got off camera, along with all those fossils. These are some new, plants I got, and I don't remember if I got any new dinosaur genomes. I probably did, but it was nothing like super amazing, so I don't remember exactly. But yeah, I've also been farming a bunch of this moss stuff off camera, so we have plenty of it ready. Oh, I forgot to clean out my backpack. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, I have all this moss here from our farm down here at the bottom. I think you guys know about the farm. But yeah, let's just go ahead and throw that embryo up in there, and it should work. But it looks like we're going to need some more syringes. So yeah, let's just go ahead and craft some more empty syringes. What are those going to take to craft? Looks just like empty test tubes and some iron nuggets. We should have plenty of iron nuggets, yeah? Ooh, no we don't. We do not. But we have just enough to get us through. That's enough to make a few more syringes. Not too many, yeah, just 4 more, but that's enough to incubate some more Stegos for the night, so that'll help for sure. There we go. And let's see. Almost done, almost done. Come on, there we go. Our Stegosaurus DNA is ready. Put it up in this embryonic machine. And then this one in the calculation machine, all through all the little steps that they have to go through. It's quite a few steps. It's definitely hard to remember, but if you guys have noticed it all, they're in order. Like right here's the first step, the cleaning station where you clean the fossils, like from the plaster. Right here's the step to find out if you have DNA or not. Here's the step to find out how good your DNA is. Here's the step to actually clone your DNA once you have it. And then here's the step to combine your DNA if you need better DNA, like partial, if you have 2 partials to combine them. I guess these 2 are out of order technically, but this one actually extends more than a full block, if you guys notice. It kind of you can see it right there, the little pixel right there is bigger than a full block. So if I placed it against a wall, it would look kind of dumb, glitch into the wall. So that's why it's in the center. But yeah, these are all in order. Like after you use this machine, then you go here, and then you go this machine. So yeah, they're all right in order, which is super helpful. It makes it nice and handy when I want to incubate some dinosaurs. But here, the last step to incubate is going to take quite a while, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera, and I'll see you guys here in just a second, and we can lay down our new Stegos. Well, you guys, it looks like the Stegosaurus eggs are incubated, so let's just go ahead and go place them down in the herbivore enclosure. And I went ahead and got some of these crystal ferns from other enclosures off camera, so we can go ahead and add some of those to the herbivore area, and hopefully they'll spread and, add some nice little, foliage to the ground. And also, you guys, these Triceratopses are full grown. Off camera, I built a lot on that Raptor Paddock, so these Triceratopses, they went ahead and grew all the way up. And they're, pretty sizable now, so we'll definitely, I don't know, I think I want more of them, honestly, because they're pretty cool Triceratopses, and having only 2 of them, that's just kind of lame, let's be honest. We want a whole herd of Triceratopses. So I think I'll go ahead and incubate, probably another 3 or 4 of them here pretty soon. But if we head, now we're all the way out at the herbivore enclosure, so we can go ahead and place down these new Stegosauruses, and let's just place them down with the Apatosauruses right here. And there we go, a little bit of, oh wow, look at those. Those actually look pretty cool. They have a nice little model, and it looks like the first one's a little bigger. Stegosauruses are always so cool. It looks like they got 50 days to grow up, though, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyways, I got these name tags for them. Waffle and Lego. Those are what I'm going to go ahead and name them. So let's name the first one Waffle, and we'll name the second one Lego. There we go. Cool little names right there for our Stegosauruses, you guys. So I think that's going to do it for this episode, you guys. Thank you guys all very much for watching, and I will see you guys here next time with some more Jurassic Park, where we'll probably just, renovating the park in general. It needs more renovations and stuff. So we have no path out here to the herbivore area, and, the enclosures needs to get taller, as well as we need, like a viewing gallery or like the path over top like I was talking about. That would be a really good idea to add out here. Anyways, guys, thank you guys all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys here next time. Oh, bye there.